For Finnish language, you have 30 minutes to complete the section. You see? So you have to make sure that you're checking this time on the screen to make sure that you are working with the same time, because if that section closes, it is gone. You move on to the next, whether you finished or not, whether you saved or not, it's going to just move on to the next.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
Hello fam, welcome back to another video. Thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing, and the comments as well. So I'm just going to go straight to the point today, and I'm literally going to be talking about the UAS exam that is coming on the 8th of February. So some people are having their exams earlier, some are having on the 31st, some earlier than 8th of February, of course. So it depends on the course you're studying. So if your friend is already having his or her exam, do not panic, because I mean, they're definitely going to send you a link for your own exam, because everything is based on the school you picked and the course as well. So even if you picked nursing and your friend in another school is having his or her exam and you've not gotten your own link, or you do not have an exam on that day, please do not panic. Yours would come so far as you registered, you applied on the study info with your real your email address, and you got notification that you've applied. You definitely receive your link and the day of your exam. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be talking about the entrance exam today, and please, I'm going to be looking down because I have my notes here, so I'm going to be checking the things I put down to tell you guys, so I do not forget, because sometimes I get to deviate from the main topic, and I don't want to do that today. Anyways, so you're going to get the link, your personal login link for the exam on the latest, on the 6th of February. You'd get it, and you can as well just email your schools, and but there's no need for that. Just wait and take a chill pill. You're going to receive your personal link. The exam, like I said earlier, is on the 8th of February 2023, and this exam you do it only once. If you miss it, you've missed it. You wait for 2024. Please don't miss it. And like I said as well, you get the code, the login pin on the 6th of February, the latest, and you receive it on your email. If you did not see it, just check on your spam folders. It will definitely be there. I just hope you had your real email or correct email address imputed in study4 where you were applying for the studies for the schools. What am I saying? I played too much, sorry. Okay, so the exam is going to be like a digital exam, but before I get there, please, there is a pin code you imputed as well when you were applying for the school at study info. There was, I think, 6 digits, 6 pin code imputed. So if you do not remember the pin code, please go back to that email they sent you to confirm that you've registered, that study info sent to you. Please go back and check and go through that to see your pin code, because without this pin code, even if they send you your personal login details for the exam, you won't be able to participate without the pin code. Short, yeah, hope you've heard. So the exam is a digital exam, and there is no using of phone or tablet. You use your laptops only, and this is because you get a wider screen, to have more access, and so you're faster to respond to the questions and the answer and just move to the next one. Because if you're using your phone, it might be lagging. There may be some problems that the UAS will not be held responsible. So please use your laptops and make sure the internet connection is superb. Do not use Glow if you're in Nigeria. Please stay away from Glow on this particular day. Okay, so I can't believe I said that. I'm sorry, but yeah, Glow is slow, so please do not, make sure your internet connection is up to date is strong and is not lagging at all, and the recommended minimum screen resolution is 1024 times or by 768. I'm not a tech person, but I know what that means. I mean, it means that the screen should be that wide. Okay, so that's why laptop is recommended. And the web browsers that you're supposed to use with the latest versions are Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. So make sure you're using the latest version of this browsers. And for the exam, it is 12 p.m. finish time. Please make sure that you know the time difference. Sometimes, and I'm not a geography person, Finland is 1 hour ahead of Nigeria, or sometimes it will be 2 hours ahead of Nigeria, depending on, I don't know. I'm not a geography person, I don't know, or whatever. Let me not disgrace my generation here. Anyways, please make sure you're checking the time difference from your home country as well, wherever you are, maybe whatever part of Africa that you are watching from or you're staying in. Please check the time difference with Finland, because it is going to be 12 p.m. finish time, and that is it. So please make sure that you have the right time in your own country. Do you get? Because I know so many people that missed the exam because of time difference. They thought it was they thought their country was 1 hour ahead of Finland. Meanwhile, they were like 2 hours behind of Finland's time. So please make sure that you know the time difference. And the exam is 12 a.m. Like I said, you can log in like 11 a.m. You can log in 11:50 a.m. The latest, not like the latest, but if you log in earlier than 12, you're just going to be waiting till it starts. When it starts, like 12 p.m., that is when everything is going to show on the screen, like the questions and everything. And make sure to follow the instructions. Everything you need is on the screen. So please make sure you are do not let anybody distract you. Do not let any form of distraction to come your way. Just avoid any distraction on that day, because I'm deviating again. Anyway, so I know, in as much as we say that, make sure your internet connection is okay, you might, nobody knows what is going to happen. We don't know the future. Anything can happen. But if, however, your internet connection messes up, please do not close your application. Do not close the browser. Just try to refresh and try to reconnect your internet connection. But if that does not work, just close the browser and start again. But please be fast, because whether you are online, like with the exam or exam questions, or you are offline or you've logged out, your time is still going to be counted. The minutes will still be counted. The seconds will still be going. And once it hits that, I think it's about 1 hour. Once it hits that time that the exam stops, it stops. Everything closes. Whether you saved your answers or whether you don't save your answers, or the ones that you saved are going to be saved. The one that you did not save are going. You've lost it. You've missed it. You've failed those parts. Okay, so make sure that your internet connection is working, and if anything happens, be fast in reconnecting or logging in again with your PIN code and everything. Okay, so like I said in my previous video, 2 previous videos, I mentioned that the selection this year is different from the one of last year. The one of last year, once you just pass that cutoff score they put on each section, that's the English, ethical skills, emotional intelligence. Once you pass their separate cutoff score, you get to be invited to the second phase. This year they have like a way that they have done it. So a total score is like the sum score of the exam sections included in your study program. So everybody has a different study program. I might be going for nursing, you might be going for business administration, you might be going for healthcare, blah blah blah, any program you're going for. So they're going to like add it, sum it up, and this is because we all have different programs that we are going for. So like for people going for tech, you have advanced mathematics. If I'm going for nursing, I do not have advanced mathematics. So they're going to sum my own, like sum it up with all the I'm going to get to that later, but just keep watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, like. I think I forgot to mention that earlier. Okay, so so when a section time is up, that section will close. Like if you finish with English, you've saved your answers, it automatically not okay, let me rephrase. When you're having section of English, the exam, it is timed. I'm going to give you the time, the amount of time you need for each section later in this video, so keep watching. So it is timed. Once that time is up, that section closes. So please make sure you're saving your answers. Make sure you're saving them before the time elapses, because you see the time at the top corner of the, is it right or left, but you shall see it. If you're from Nigeria, I'm sure you've done JAM before. You see that the time is there, the time is ticking, and it's showing you how much time you have left. Yeah, that kind of a thing. So please make sure that you're checking the time, so that maybe you left a question, oh, I'll check it later or something like that, so that you know that or maybe you went through a question and you forgot to, maybe you clicked the answer, you didn't save or you didn't add. So you make sure you save it before you move on to the next section, because once that section closes, you're not going back, no more returning to that section. The time for that section is up, and you move on to the next section. Do you get? So I'm going to give you the time for each section. So for reasoning skills, you have 25 minutes to answer the questions. Please make sure that you check the link in my description box. I'm going to give you the link there, so you could just go through everything I've said there as well. So you can see things for yourself as well and see more things that applies to you. I'm just saying, like, in general sense. So if you're going for nursing or business admin or whatever course you're going for, so you know what is, like, what applies to you particularly, not me just generalizing. Okay. So for reasoning skills, like I said earlier, you have 25 minutes to answer the questions. For English language skills, the time for you to complete the section is 20 minutes. So you have 20 minutes to complete the section. And for mathematics, like normal mathematics, for healthcare, business admin, tourism, and the rest of, so far as you're not like like technology, engineering people, this math is for you. So you have 25 minutes to complete the math section. Then for advanced mathematics, you have 30 minutes to complete the section. For ethical skills, you have 10 minutes to complete the section. Emotional intelligence as well, you have 10 minutes to complete the section. Then for Finnish language, there's Finnish language as well for people going for healthcare, social services. Yeah, healthcare, social services. I mentioned this in my previous video when I said that if you don't understand Finnish language, you should not apply to some schools for nursing. Not all the schools have this requirement, but some schools, most schools do have this requirement. So if you do not understand Finnish language or you don't know anything about it, just do not pick those schools that would test your Finnish language skills. So for Finnish language, you have 30 minutes to complete the section. You see? So you have to make sure that you're checking this time on the screen to make sure that you are working with the same time, because if that section closes, it is gone. You move on to the next, whether you finished or not, whether you saved or not, it's going to just move on to the next. Okay, so make sure that you are saving your answers, and please do not forget that it is negative marking. If you fail a question, there's a minus point for it. Okay, so make sure you're giving the right answers, the correct answers. And in as much as some people are very good with guesswork, I wish you all the best with that. If it works for you, please do it. By all means, well, please be careful when using like guesswork to answer this question, because you're going to have like a negative it's like a negative marking kind of thing. So you're going to get like a negative point, that's a minus point, which is going to be terrible because you need all the points you can get. So for the cutoff, for English language, okay, let me start from the way I went before. For reasoning skills, you have maximum of 20 score, like score 20. Then you have minimum of 1. You must score 1 at least. You must score 1. Of course, you must who wouldn't score 1? You can't have 0. You get. So maximum of 20. I think it's about 20 questions. I really cannot remember anything about my own time. I can't remember how many questions there were, so I'm sorry guys. So you have maximum of 20, minimum of 1 score. Then reading skills, of course, solving problems, how you can solve problems, it's just that simple. You just want to test how reasonable you can be, how solving problems, how you can solve problems as a person. Do you get? Everything, like all the sections, depends on your study program. Not everyone is going to have all the sections. So if your courses are like nursing, tourism, you're going to have reading skills, English, math, ethical skills, emotional intelligence. So depending on your study program, that's kind of questions you're going to get. For English, you have for the score, you have 20 scores to get like maximum, and three minimum. You must have at least 3. You get. And for mathematics, the normal maths, you have maximum of 20, minimum of 1 score. Advanced mathematics, you have maximum of 20, and you have minimum of 1 score as well. Then for ethical skills, you have maximum of 20, minimum of 1 score. For emotional intelligence, you have maximum of 20 score and minimum of 1 score. And for the last one, the Finnish language skills, you have maximum of 20 score and minimum of 8. Wow. So I wish you guys all the best. And like I said earlier, you must pass all the sections, like all the sections cut off. All the sections, they have their own cutoff, like I've mentioned here. You must pass all the cutoff, especially the way it is for your program, like your particular your program you're going for. So you must reach the specific cutoff, like to be able to like move on to the next phase, which is like the interview phase. So there is a specific cutoff you're going to get, and so it is determined by how many applicants are like invited to the group interview. That is like before you get admission. I think I should just cut off this part because it's going to like scatter your brain, because we are still like we've not even done the first phase. I'm already at the like last phase. I'm sorry. So I'm going to cut off that part. But even if it ends up appearing on YouTube, just know that it's trash. Not trash, but you don't need it right now. But you just have it in your mind, so you have a goal you're working towards. You know the kind of score you have to get for you to be admitted. Because even if you pass the first and second, you might still be on the waiting list and might never get admitted. Not never. Well, I'm sorry, and not get admitted. You get, because you're not the only one doing this exam. People all over the world, people from North America, South America, Asia, Europe, Africa, all the continents are like participating. So you're not just the only ones. So you have to like beat people for you to be at the top and get invited. Okay, so I'm just going to add this one so that you have like an idea. Like I said earlier as well, I'm going to be looking down on my notes so I don't stay too much or go out of the topic. Okay, so for tech, at the end of the first phase examination, you have to get like 80 points. Okay, you need 80 points for you to be qualified and get into the interview. For you to be invited into for the interview, that's the second phase. So the second phase is once you pass and get the cutoff, you're just invited. Like you're automatically invited. All you have to do is just wait for the school to send you an email. But guess what? You're not going to see the results. So you would not know if you scored 1 or 2 or 10 or 50 until when they release the result, which is like later in the year. Okay, so for tech, it is 80 points that you need. For business administration, information technology, communication technology, you need 60 points. Then for natural resources, you need 60 points. For tourism and hospitality management, you need 60 points. For healthcare, social services, sports and exercise and beauty, you need 100 points. That's a lot of points. Anyway, so you need 100 points. Then for humanities, you need 80 points, and for seafaring, you need 60 points. I think I kind of get why healthcare has 100 points, because they are like basically doing almost all the sections of the exam. They're doing Finnish language, they're doing ethical skills, they're doing emotional intelligence, they're doing math, they're doing reasoning skills. So they have like so many sections. That's why there's like so much. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching, I just want to just put this out here. There's still the link on the description box, so please make sure to check the link so you could decide and know and set a goal for what, like, your own particular the particular program you're going for. So you could just set your goal, personal goal, which is actually very necessary. It is needed to set goals so you can work towards achieving them. And for those of you who will be having your exams on the 31st or 30th, or I can't remember, or like just for all of you that will be having your exams soon, I wish you all the very best. And for you, for those of you that apply to my school, I can't wait to see you in Lapland. And I'll see you on my next video. Please enjoy the rest of the day. If by the time I upload this video it's still day in your home country, wherever you are, I wish you the best. I wish you to enjoy the rest of your day. If it's already night, I wish you a good night's rest. And thank you so much, guys. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you on my next video. Until then, bye.